reason you should forgive someone who you know is never going to be sorry is because forgiveness is not about them anyway. I would really urge you to read The Heart Mender. The Heart Mender is, people ask me sometimes, what's your favorite book that you have ever done? To me, my favorite book that I've done is The Heart Mender. And it's an awesome story. And yet it deals with a principle that people don't really understand, and that's the principle of forgiveness. For a long time, I thought forgiveness was like a knighthood, something I would bestow upon some lucky person who came crying and begging me to forgive them. That maybe I would if I felt like it. But I can't find one expert or one book to tell me for one person to forgive another person that person has to ask for it or deserve it or even be aware that it's happening or be sorry for what they've done. Everything I read about forgiveness and everything I know now says that forgiveness is really about us. Now, I'm not talking about being forgiven. That's a spiritual touchstone for many of us. I'm talking about what is it that you can do when you're laying in bed late at night and you can't sleep and, that bozo's laying down the street asleep, unaware that you're even been out of shape. They're sleeping peacefully. Well, whose life is it ruining? Not ruining theirs. I mean, whose relationships are being affected? I mean, how many times have we had somebody say to us, "You okay? Are you all right?" "Yeah, I'm fine." But they can sense. People can sense bitterness. They can sense anger in us, just like a dog can sense fear in people. People can sense bitterness in other people. And I want to tell you something. Bitterness will keep you from getting promoted. Bitterness will keep you from opportunities. It will keep you from relationships. It will keep you from leadership opportunities. Bitterness is a tough one to overcome, and yet it can be overcome because forgiveness is a decision. It's not an emotion. We treat it like an emotion because, it seems to drag us around like a dog on a leash. But when you decide to forgive, your emotions will follow along behind a good decision. Now, you may have to forgive again, or even again, or maybe 7 times, 70 times. But eventually, that decision, knowing that you have been created with a will that is stronger than your emotions, that will, that decision, will prevail when you're making it for the right reasons and in the right way. Sometimes, just very quickly, sometimes people say, "Oh, so they're just going to get away with it?" No. I didn't say anybody's going to get away with anything. See, forgiveness is about us. Trust is about them. Forgiveness is about us putting the past away. The future is about them. Okay, so do we forgive somebody who steals from us? Sure. Do we continue to do business with them? Probably not. Do we forgive somebody who lies to us? Yes. Do we continue to believe everything they say? No. So forgiveness is about us, and the reason you forgive somebody who's never going to be sorry is for you. For you.